Hey, what's up? Max here. Today we are going to do a funnel breakdown of the free plus shipping sales funnel. Now I know a lot of people might think it doesn't work, but guess what? This funnel in particular, I know for a fact, gets a couple hundred orders a day. It works. So let's dive right in and I will show you guys what about this funnel works. And I'll also show you guys the upsells that they use because I did buy the product and I screenshotted the upsells. So let's jump right in. First thing you'll notice, good headline, good header, and it goes right into dear friend. That is how all these sales letters look. The first comment I do want to make is, as you can see as I scroll, there is no add to cart button. I know it sounds weird and counterintuitive that there's not a place to actually buy the product. The reason is they want to force you to read the text, and they want to show you all the value, and they want to persuade you with their copy before showing you the add to cart button. So I'm still scrolling. As you can see, I'm about halfway through this page. It's a great sales letter, and if you want, you can even go to the site. It's paleorecipeteam.com/sweets. Phenomenal sales letter, and it just keeps on going without any add to cart button. So finally, we make it down, and finally it has one add to cart button in this whole long sales letter. So not only is it's a really long sales letter, they don't have a lot of add to cart buttons. I think it's interesting. I know for a fact they tested the hell out of this, so that's one point to note is just do not show your add to cart button too soon. The other note is you have to use long form sales copy. I don't know how many words this is. Probably around 2,000 to 3,000, if I had to guess. This sales letter just goes through perfectly at everything that you need to have in a sales letter. So it starts off with a really good, what it is, it shows the book, and then it talks about why they're giving it away, what's included, and then it introduces this Kelsey Ale girl, and then it also kind of shows her story on how she was kind of, going through the same problems that the reader probably is, and how she came across this revolutionary, diet or whatever the hell you want to call it. And so it's an awesome sales letter, extremely well written. And of course, testimonials, everything. This is the kind of sales letter you want to use. And so it even includes extra free gifts with the free book that you're already getting. And it has a money-back guarantee. So if you read this sales letter and you're interested in the paleo niche, there's no reason why you wouldn't buy it because it's free. You have to just cover a couple bucks for shipping, and it even brings up other concerns you might have. There's no catch, no monthly charges, no subscriptions, nothing. It's just free. Just pay a couple bucks for shipping and handling. So you're probably thinking, why do they use such long form copy? The reason is they probably get a lower conversion rate on the actual book, but their upsell take rate, which we're going to look at in the next couple seconds, is I'm sure much higher, because at this point, once they buy the book, they're already much more aware of what it is, who they're buying it from. They're more educated, they're more persuaded, they're more convinced to actually spend more money and get more upsells. So once you press ship me my book, you have to put in your email, and then it just goes right to the checkout. Nothing too complicated about this. It's just a standard ClickBank checkout. Nothing to really see here. $6.95. So obviously they're not just charging $6.95. They have upsells so they can pay for the book, pay for the cost of advertising and everything else to make the numbers work. So what is their first upsell? This is their first upsell, and it's actually a video sales letter combined with a long form sales letter. Now, how long is it? Well, you can see this is me zoomed out and it's this long. So what's the offer? It's once again another cookbook, and it is for more like dinners and those kind of recipes, not as much baking, but it's also in the paleo niche. And one thing to note that's really interesting is it's all digital products. The price point's $29.99. It's a digital product, add to cart, and it's a very long form. Now, I've heard the guy that wrote this, Justin Goff, say before that video sales letters convert like crazy as the first upsell. So that's one thing to note too, is it's definitely worth using a VSL and maybe include it with a long form sales letter just to increase the conversions. But for your first upsell, you should 100% use a VSL, and it doesn't need to be 30 minutes long. just a 5, 10, 15-minute VSL, it will 100% increase your conversions. Okay, so what are their other upsells? Well, there are a handful. After I said no to the first offer here, I got downselled. They discounted like 10 bucks. Then they had another upsell here. Then I went to another downsell right there for the same product. Then they had a third upsell for a course on how you can eat foods that help you make you look good or whatever. And then they actually had a downsell. Then I said no to that, and then they had one last final exit pop downsell. Now I can show you all the screenshots. I can even share this with you if you want. If you want to just leave a comment on this video, I'm more than happy to. I just don't want to go through every single screenshot because, like I said, there are a ton of these and it would take a decent amount of time. But if you want to see them, just put a comment below and shoot over your email, your Skype, or whatever, and I'd be happy to share them with you. So this is the sales funnel that I recommend, and if you are going to do the free plus shipping model for an e-commerce or a course or whatever, it has to be long form. So my takeaway points from this free plus shipping sales funnel that we all know is working is it must be long form. You have to have great upsells that are consistent and congruent with your current product. If you notice from these other upsells, they're all related to cookbooks. They don't have an upsell on, working out, and it's all related to food and cookbooks and things that are related to the main offer. The main offer is a cookbook. The upsells are pretty much cookbooks. You need to keep your upsells pretty consistent and congruent with your main offer. Another takeaway is it just has to be long form sales copy. If it's short, you won't get a good take rate on your upsells, and that's where you make all your money. And the last takeaway is on your first upsell, make sure to use a VSL. So like I said, long form sales copy, have 5 or 6 consistent and congruent upsells. And the last one is on your first upsell, try to use a VSL, even if it's just a whiteboard VSL, because I'm almost certain it will 100% increase your average order. So thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, if you want to see the other upsells, just shoot a comment below. I'm happy to share them with you. And I hope this free plus shipping, walkthrough was helpful. I know it was a little bit quick, but this is what's working in the free plus shipping world. No one else is doing free plus shipping with subscriptions and stuff like that. It doesn't work anymore. It's kind of spammy. No one likes it. So if you want to do a free plus shipping funnel, you have to do it kind of similar to this with the long copy and the upsells and all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and stay tuned for many more.